Hello everybody, how are you today? Fine, I guess. Well, sorry because yesterday we had some trouble with the platform, but the idea is to have these sessions every Tuesday at 2 o'clock, so I hope the next class we don't have any trouble. All right, well, my name is Sandra Martinez Suarez and I'll be working with you for the following 4 weeks in this model number 7. All right, so let's start. Let's see. I'm sharing you my screen and I'm going to check. Now there you have. This is our module and this is the first week. Here we are from November the 30th to December the 6th. Let's start with the learning forum. All right, it says here. To keep communicating with your facilitators and partners, one of the activities that enrich your learning, this is the forum. That's why you'll share your doubts, your comments, your suggestions about the different topics we see during the week. Okay, the one in charge of this forum, it's me. I'll be checking your progress, and remember that it's not something that be evaluated, but it's something that will be considered when talking about your final grade. All right? Now let's see. Okay. The purpose or the objective of these activities during this week consists of expressing and asking for information about activities or situations in the moment of speaking or what is happening, right? And about situations that happened in the past. Continue sharing with your community and write in English about what you are doing to increase or to improve your knowledge and your abilities, your skills in English, right? In order to succeed, and to reach your goals, your school and your working goals, right? And in the end, well, your general life. Share what you were doing before starting Prepa en Línea CEP, what you were learning and how the last year has changed, okay? And for this, remember that in this forum you'll be talking with your partners and you know how to communicate with them in a respectful atmosphere. All right, so this is about the platform. Now, if we go back to this, okay, another one, we are here. Our activities, the first one, you click on it, dancing at the Moulin, all right? And this one says, imagine that you are visiting Paris, France, the museum. There is a very famous building in a very old train station. And in there you can find very beautiful pictures about different tendencies like the Impressionism, Post-Impressionism that were created in between 1848 and 1914. And artists like Paul Gauguin, I'm not sure about the correct pronunciation, Paul Cézanne and Renoir. Okay, you just stop to appreciate, to observe one of the most famous pictures of Renoir, that is El Baile del Molino de Galette, and you observe very carefully what is happening in that scene. Finally, you share your impressions about what you are living in the museum and what you observe in the painting. You share this with your best friend in a message, in a written message, okay, and an audio in WhatsApp. Let's see, I go directly to the format, click on it, download it, here we go, enable editing, and here we are. It says, look at the painting, right? What is happening on the scene. Renoir is famous for this kind of pictures representing the everyday life, in this case in Paris. It's, I don't know, it's something, yes, in the afternoon. All of them look happy. The most probable thing is like a fair or festival. Some people are dancing, some others are drinking, all of them are chatting. Indeed, everybody's having a really good time, all right? And you can see in the picture you have several letters, A, B, C, D, and E. Very good. Okay, let's see. Answer the following questions. What is happening in the picture? I've just said, remember to use, when you talk about something that is happening at the moment of speaking, you need to use what structure? Present continuous. Okay, an example. Yes, of course, my dear students, an example. What is happening in the picture? People are having a good time. Period. It's important, okay? That's just an example. You can write whatever you want. The next one. What are the woman and the man doing? In picture letter A. Let's see. What are they wearing? In A. Look at them. What are they doing? They are dancing. That's correct. And they are like posing. They are looking at the person that is painting. Okay? What is she wearing? What is this? It's a dress. Is it short? No, the opposite. It's a long white dress. Okay, and the man, what is he wearing? He's wearing black jacket, brown pants, black hat, black tie, etc., etc. I gave you some examples only. I'm not going to write because that's not my intention. Here the idea is that you see the material, study, practice, and then send me your activities, okay? Another one. What is the man with hat next to the tree doing? In letter B. Let's look for it. Letter B, the man with the hat. Well, he's leaning on the tree and he's wearing a hat. I don't know, maybe there is kind of spectacle or a show and he's looking at it, okay? He's wearing a black jacket too, and that's it. And so on. As you can see, in all of these questions, the structure you need to use is present continuous, because it's the one you use when describing something that is happening at the moment of speaking. Okay. In number 3, write 2 questions that you would ask the characters. Let me see. What would I ask? Hi. What are you having for dinner? That will be one, talking about food, okay? And the other one is up to you. Now, here I have an observation that I'd like to see before continuing. This one. Let me tell you something that is happening. Okay, when you use the Google Translator, okay, you have to be really careful. Look why. If I write in Spanish and I change it to English, I write, for example, el hombre está al lado del árbol. Ok. Period. El hombre está al lado del árbol. And the correct translation is, the man is next to the tree. Now let's listen to it.
The man is next to the tree.
Very good. There you have. But I have been receiving some exercises in which you use the tool, but it's incorrectly written. Look. Some people wrote, el hombre está al lado del árbol. Look, al lado, like wings, okay? Wait. Al lado, the man is winged. That's another completely thing. So, my recommendation is be careful when using the Google Translator to check your structure in Spanish and then that is correctly written in English, and the same with the correct pronunciation. Look,
the man is winged.
The man is winged. Okay, good. Now, another recommendation would be this one. This is a web page, or is a link in which you can learn how to write correctly questions. Look, if you think in Spanish, you say, ellos toman, okay. In Spanish, ellos toman only 2 words. But if you want to translate this to English, is, do they drink, well, in this case, beer, that is cerveza. Do they drink beer? You check. Here we have 4 words. And in this one, ellos toman cerveza is 3. So be careful, because in English you need to use the auxiliaries. Alright? You have auxiliaries for the present, for the past, for the future. I know it's maybe too much information, but little by little and practicing, you will find the correct way to write and express your questions, okay? This is a page, I'll send you the link, don't worry, to be checking that. All right, now. Well, let me see what else we have to do this week. Okay. Meanwhile, okay. Imagine that it's midnight and you're watching TV. Suddenly, you listen somebody knocking at the door. When you open, you realize that there are 2 cops, or well, 2 policemen. It's surprising. They tell you that some burglars entered to your neighbor's house, Sean, in between 6 and 8 p.m. And they are going to start with the investigation. For that reason, they are asking you to answer some questions in order to solve the case. Okay? After the questions, the policemen tell you that they will continue the investigation and ask you to stay in your address, in your house, during the night. The following morning, when you take your dog out to walk, when you walk your dog, you come across your neighbor and you start having the following conversation. What would you ask? The situation is horrible, and this is an example, but you know the insecurity. Okay. As always, you open your file, in this case is Word. Okay. And it says, the theft occurred between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. What were you doing when the thieves were stealing your neighbor's house? Mention 3 consecutive activities. Use the linking words first, after that, and then. I'm going to write just the first one, alright? Okay. First, I was watching TV, period. And so on, so on. You continue. Remember that every time you finish a sentence, it's important to use the period, all right? Well, another section. Let me see. What were you doing from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. today? Mention 3 consecutive activities. Well, right now it's 2 o'clock, but let's think of yesterday. Well, yesterday I was trying to enter to the platform, but anyway. Yesterday, 5 p.m. Oh, yes, true. It's because my mom is celebrating her 82nd birthday, and we went to pay for the sushi. She loves sushi. So for her birthday, she wanted sushi for the family, so we went to order that to the restaurant. All right, well, anyway, it says... First, I went to the sushiria, that's the name of the sushi place, to order some sushi for my mom's birthday. Right? Very good. And so on, so on. Next one. Who do you live with? What were you doing before, during, and after the theft? Mention 3 persons. Oof. All right, well, I live with my mom and my son Rodrigo, but it could be something similar to this, right? You have to write about the person. Here, what is important to remember is the correct conjugation. Remember that he, she, or it, you use was. We, you, they, were. So, if you want to say, yo estaba viendo la tele. I was watching TV. Alright? Now, the same, but talking about my mom. Alright? My mom was watching TV. Or if you want to say, ellos estaban viendo la tele, they were watching TV. Good. Write 3 questions that you'd ask to your neighbor. Well, are you and your family okay? That would be the first one. The second one is there anything I can do for you? I mean, this is to help. But now, the one we want to see, the correct questions would be, what are you planning to do with the security in your house? Some people have cameras, some people contract this ADT system, surveillance system, etc. All right. Number 3. Record the answers to the questions the police officers asked you and the questions you asked your neighbor. Remember, you have the Google Translator, or if you have any other site that you use, it's okay for me. Just make sure that you write correctly, that you record correctly as many times as necessary till you feel comfortable with the result, because that's the idea. English is like any other discipline. Practice, practice, practice in order to become more fluent and to have more vocabulary, to acquire more vocabulary. Now, another recommendation, I know. When you send me your activities, it's important to remember that I have 72 hours to check them. So, if you send them in the first days of the week, it's easier for me to check them and send you back in order to improve and get a better grade, right? On the contrary, if you send me your activities on Friday, on Saturday, even Sunday, well, I won't have enough time to send you back, and that it's complicated. So try to send me as soon as possible. I know all of you work very hard, I know, but it's important to keep that in mind when talking about delivering your activities. Okay, what else? Well, that I admire you and I respect you very much, because I know that it's not easy to work, to have your family, to have all the different activities, to be in the middle of a pandemic, right? But believe me, all this big effort you're doing is it's for a very good reason, and it's not only for you, it's for your family. Okay, well, that would be all. Let me see. Good afternoon. Hello, Magda. Hello, I hope you're having a nice day. Yes, Lina, I'm having a very nice day. Well, at least I have now my platform to communicate with you, but you know that all of your questions, all of your suggestions in the platform, we can have that contact. I have a question for the recording. We must read the question and answer, or just the answers? Both, it's okay, please. Question and answer, and as I said, please practice until you feel comfortable with the activity. Okay? Very good. That would be all for today. It's time to say goodbye, but I'll see you next Tuesday, and if you have any question, I'll be there. Regards, the kiss. Bye bye.